Hi, Tim Sells here with another episode of Straight Talk. This is part 14 and will probably be the conclusion. What I'm talking about here is a gentleman by the name of Dan Lok and Desmond Soon. And they've been trashing the network marketing. They've been talking about it. They say that they are dispelling myths, telling the truth, and things like that. And so I'm going to roll two comments and have you watch those, and then I'm going to talk about it, okay?
But that's not how it works. So that's the truth. That's my take on MLM and network marketing. I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just sharing you my perspectives. Maybe share your perspectives.
Okay, so in that one, he is neutral about network marketing, saying share your perspective, okay? All right, so now let me roll clip number 2.
Count on a company paying you, or count on some magic supplement that it's going to make you money. The only person that you can count on is yourself. What can you do to make money? See, when you have the skill sets, what I teach, high income skills, no one can take that away from you. No one can take that away from you. You lose a client, you get another client. It's okay. It always depends on how much effort you put into it.
That's right.
How immersed you're about getting good.
Actually, Dan, you've done another video, which, if they click the I button up here, you can go watch this video about high income skills. It was one of the first videos that...
All right. So he had a solution for all the problems that network marketing has. All right. So that's the clip number 2. And this is, now you can kind of see what he's been setting us up for the entire time. So that's called bait and switch. And he was criticizing people who bait and switch in the very one or two, first, second, third videos that I did, I showed you, where he's talking about how horrible that they are. So he's bashing network marketing to switch viewers to buy his program. Okay, so right there it is. The pitch is you need to first develop a high income skill, selling expensive products and services. That's what a high income skill is. And then do business. So he's more kind of corralling the network marketing industry, finding faults with it, and then providing that as the solution. Okay, so now I want you to stand by, wait for it for an alert here. He announced, okay, so that the videos that he did before were last year. And in June of 2019, he announced that he is offering a 2-tier, forget immortal, commission program. Makes it easy to keep the money coming in forever. All right, guys, I can't make this up. Okay, I really honestly cannot make this up, that he is trash network marketing for so long. Okay. And that is multi-level. Okay, so multi-level marketing is just exactly what it sounds like, multi-level, paying on more than one level. And so here's the way that this works. All right, and so let's just say that this is you, and then you, I'll do it in red. So then you, let's say, sell 2 programs, and now those affiliates are able to go and get other affiliates, okay? And then the ones that they get, you don't earn any money on because yours cuts out right here. Okay, so he's doing 2-tier affiliate, which is multi-level marketing, but it's just a really bad network marketing, okay? Because it, he's being very, very stingy with his money. So he's offering basically a way for you to get extra money from the efforts of others. And that's what his marketing back here was saying, is easy to keep the money coming in forever. Okay. So, but it's not forever if it's 2 levels deep. Okay. Because you have to tap into deeper levels. So let me give you an overall view here, because this will probably be my concluding video. I'm going to ask what other people want, but this will probably be my concluding video. And I don't have anything against Dan. I don't have anything against Desmond. They just started dropping lie bombs on top of my airspace. Okay, and so you bet I'm going to throw them back at you, right? So what I wanted to do really here is I want to train you guys. I want to train you to understand exactly how people and why people have this obsession with talking about network marketing in a negative way. Okay, so here we go. So this is his true intention. Let me get another color here. So this is his true intention right here. All right, he wants to sell his course, and that he never deviates from. Okay, the entire time he remained consistent. But this was his pretended intention, also known as a lie. All right, it's a lie. Okay, so he wants to dispel the myths about network marketing. He didn't dispel anything. All he did was repeat what every other person has said, that none of it is factual. The only thing that is factual, they are taking out of context. Okay, so if you look at my channel, I've got a lot of videos where I really take it back to the original source who makes certain comments, and then I break that down. All right, this is probably the only factual thing I've ever seen on network marketing is the videos that I've done here. So, but what I want to train you on is that you are able to listen to things that just don't quite fit. They're a little off point. Okay, and so he was constantly doing this. And so this is the lie that MLM is horrible. And then, okay, so maybe he thinks it's horrible. That's okay, all right. But don't come out and say you're going to dispel the myths when you lie the whole time. But what he always nails is this message. Okay, so he's constantly talking about how bad it is, so that in the end you saw what he was really up to the whole time. But what he botched was this. He was not able to do this right. He never told the truth because it was never his intention to tell the truth. He never dispelled the myths. He never told the truth about it. Okay? He just repeated other people's stuff. That was unsubstantiated, by the way. Okay, so as he tries to prove this lie, he botches the message. And that was a consistent thing. And that was what I was catching in all the videos, and I was exposing it to you. So there is this split between this is the real truth, this is the pretended truth, and he never quite hit the mark. Okay, so that's what you're looking for on your own when you watch videos where people are talking about the antis. Okay, so or the antis are talking about network marketing. So what really happened in this whole series? Okay, so Dan simply copied all the standard lies from the anti-network marketing or MLM people. There are 6. Okay, there's a video that I did completely exposing all 6 people, why are they attacking, and all those kind of things. Okay, he spun it to attract eyeballs to sell his stuff. When you see anti-MLM content, it is for the true agenda of eyeballs to sell advertising. So that's where you're going to see the media. Somebody had just asked me to do a conversation having to do with the number of companies that are in Utah and the connection to the Mormon religion, and the conversation about cults as it relates to those 3 combinations. And not to do a spoiler or anything, but come on, you've got some of the most fired up conversations right there. Do you know how many eyeballs that would get? So you got everybody who would be in the Mormon religion. You got everybody in network marketing, right? And so it attracts eyeballs. And people somehow think that they're news groups. They're not. They're opinion groups. They're people who get eyeballs so that they can sell advertising, all right? Okay, so it's eyeball to sell advertising, or eyeballs to switch to another business. Those are going to be your competitors, or attempts to justify why someone failed at MLM. Most of the comments that you see, most people don't have the wherewithal or even the initiative to post up a YouTube channel. And so all they'll do is they'll create a sock puppet. You know what a sock puppet is? It's where you put a sock over the top of your hand and then you make a little talking head, right? So they create a fictitious name and they throw up a couple of videos that's not even their videos, and then they comment, right? And don't be surprised if they're called John Doe or Jane Doe or something like that. And so these people are making comments. And what the most I see is that they are just really trying to justify why they failed. And they can't say, Tim, honestly, I didn't do the pipeline. Instead, they've got to say, the whole industry is wrong. That's the only way that they can justify that they didn't do the pipeline. Maybe they didn't know about the pipeline, and I'm not cutting anybody down because I have failed at things. This area I particularly know well, the network marketing space. And so I wanted to just share that with you, that when you see these comments, that's what's going on most of the time. And in the conclusion of it all, what is the real solution? So Dan says, buy my course. And the solution, so what he's talking about is high ticket sales. And let me just say one comment about that. I listened to his live calls. I've watched his stuff, and there is a segment of the population that will respond to his technique. He's a bully. That's the way he goes into the conversation. Are you the Hyundai, or are you the blah, 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 blank, 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 cuss word, Bentley? So he's like cutting people down, like hammering them. And there's a group that will respond to that. And there's a whole lot of people who won't respond to that. He wouldn't be able to market to me. I would never, with the bully attitude that he has, I would just never respond to that. Okay? So the only thing that I have found, so I'll just teach you high ticket sales right now. What I have found is that a person needs help with something, right? They're stuck. And so the only business in the world is making people's lives better. It's the only business there is. And so you can't really make anybody's life better until you truly and genuinely know what would make their life better. So you have to have a conversation. You're going to talk to them. You're going to ask them, but you can't get them to talk until you've talked enough that they trust you with what's really bothering them. They'll give you a surface response, but you got to talk to them long enough, get them to trust you. I call that the greeting. And then you got to qualify, find out what they need, want, or don't want. In other words, find out what's bugging them the most and determine if you can help them. If you can't help them, you don't move further. You don't invite them. Okay, that's the biggest law, and I never heard any of that. Okay, so if you can help them, then offer a solution. Okay, so that's going to cost you some money. But it's going to save you a lot in the end, or whatever kind of conversation you want to have. But you've got to find out what will make the person's life better. You don't go bullying in and act as though that you know everything. If you don't find out the real problem, and then you act like you've got a solution, then he's going to know that it's crap. He's going to know that you are, you don't really know. You don't really understand his problem. Okay. All right. So what you got to do is you just basically have to master these steps right here. That is what you got to master. And it is the true skill that you need to succeed in any business. Okay. If somebody is telling you that they can teach you to make $10,000 a month, it's an earlier video. So he was saying a simple little technique to make $10,000 a month. I'm like, give me a break. But he's not teaching you how to generate leads in order to do that. Then you know that it's a falsehood. Okay, so this is what you really need to learn. All right. So I particularly chose network marketing because it can give you exponential growth. And what in the world does that mean? Let's say that I sell like everybody knows residual income. Residual income would be like I have this connected to the internet. I pay somebody a service in order to supply me internet. And it might be $20, $50 a month or something like that. So they have residual income because I'm paying for that. The cell phone is the same thing. So you got a cell phone and your cell phone has a service, and so therefore you're paying it every month. That's residual income. Your home payment is a residual income. And so a lot of people know residual income, but that's not the kind of income that network marketing provides for me. The kind of income I get is exponential residual income, because phones don't get other phones. If I have a real estate property, that real estate property doesn't go out and get multiple real estate properties. You see what I'm saying? In other words, it's people who multiply. And so if I can take a person worthy to be trained and then train them how to do these steps, I give them the same compensation plan that I get, so there's a lot less envy, so that the person understands, hey, you know what? He's benefiting, so why wouldn't he train me the right techniques? Okay? And so you train them until they can really honestly do these. And then you train them to train them. Okay? So now that you know how to do these, let me help you in not training too fast or training too slow this new person that you want to train. So that's what the skill set and why I choose network marketing, because, I can sponsor 150 people and end up with 10,000 people, all right? 100,000 people. And so that's an exponential factor. And so what he said to do, that you need to basically depend on yourself, don't depend on anybody else, don't depend on a company, don't depend on a product. That's going to shrink you as a person, okay? Because that's not how wealth is created. All right, so this is the last of this series, depending upon. I want you to, if you would, comment down below and ask me any questions that you want, because I'm about to move to the next phase. And for those of you who have been watching for a while, I've been talking about what network marketing is not. And the reason that I've been doing that is because I can't explain what network marketing is when people already have definitions for what it's not. And so I have to kind of, show and diagram and expose who and things like that, who said stuff. And before a person ever kind of gets all of those definitions kind of broken away, and then and only then can they actually hear the true definition of network marketing, because they can see it as a new. And so that's the next section I'm going into, is what is network marketing, and then how to do it. So comment down below. Let me know, number one, what did you think of the whole series? And what did you think? You probably weren't surprised, because I was kind of walking you through and showing you each thing that Dan and Desmond was talking about. But dude, let me know what you think about the whole thing, and then how it ended up and things like that. So I love to go in and read the comments. I go in and comment as well back, and respond back to everybody. So give me comments. What do you want to hear about? What do you want to watch? And also, what you thought of this topic. I appreciate you watching. I'm Tim Sales, and I'll see you in the next video.